You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real
deal. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. This is Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, DJ SKN. The next guest I got live with Giulietta is an artist from the United Kingdom. She's a vocalist, composer, and she loves remixing songs. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, let's introduce to you Giulietta.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for showing up, and man, it's a blessing to have you on this platform, so let's get right into it. Describe your music from the beginning. How did it all start?
Well, I've been singing since I can remember, since I was a little girl. I used to sing on top of a chair, singing Pavarotti with my family. It's just been in the family, really, all the time. My sister played the violin, my mum used to play the guitar, and it's really what our passion has been forever, to be fair.
Okay, all right. So, man, what was it like growing up with all this influence around you?
So it was great, really, because I had a lot of different influences, like from Spanish, Italian, American artists. So I think over time I've grown accustomed to listening and adapting to different genres as well as musical backgrounds. It was really good. I had a lot of different influences from, I don't know, Mina, Etta James, and Spanish artists. So it was a bit of a mix for me, but I think it's helped so far.
All right. Man, what inspired you to start singing at the age of 3?
At the age of 3, what inspired me to? That's a really good question. I suppose being under the shower inspired me. At the age of 3, you just start singing because you want to. I suppose it grows naturally from you. But I think it was because of the amount of music that my dad used to play in the car when we used to travel from one side to the other. We used to travel a lot to go clients and everything, and I used to put all the music, and I used to just, sing whilst he was traveling around.
Okay, all right. So, you spoke about in the bio you sent me that you were influenced by, like you said, the music your parents were playing you, like Jimmy Hendrix. And what's one of the top artists that you listened while you were a kid growing up?
You're going to be surprised, and you probably don't know about this artist. It's an Italian lady called Mina. She's extremely famous in Italy, and she's done any kind of song and genre. She's considered a bit like an Italian Tina Turner, maybe. And I think at the moment she's nearly 85, and she's still singing and still recording and releasing songs. She's a legend, really.
Okay, all right, that's great. All right, so I know before we're supposed to do a podcast, and let's talk about your nonprofit organization you got going that you sent to us. We're gonna put the link in the description down below, anyways, too. So if you could just speak on that.
You mean the fundraiser that I created?
Yes, a fundraiser. Yes, ma'am.
So I'll tell you the story about it. It's really nice because I'm in a band within Band Lab called Bunker, and there is this guy, Godzilla. He's a really good producer. He just gets beats from here and there, and then he masters it. And he sent me this thing that has it had voices on, actually. And I said, remove the voice. I want to do something completely different. And he sent me the instrumental at a point of time where I was going through a really bad time, because a lot of people that I knew passed away due to they actually took their lives because of the impact that COVID had in their lives and lockdown and everything else. So I wanted to do some form of I wanted to honor them through music and create some noise. And after I finished the song, and we all listened to it, I thought, well, the thing is that this is not going to change anything. And in the UK, there is a very big charity called Mind Charity UK that actually helps people that are struggling with mental health. And I actually work as a business analyst, so I check their financials. And they're on a deficit of £350,000 this year because of the impact that the pandemic had on them. And I wanted to help. So I thought, well, I'm going to turn it into a fundraiser for Mind. Why not? Because at the moment you can't go out and, I don't know, do a manifestation or a campaign. So instead of doing that, I was thinking to do something that you could spread through social media and through online platforms. And I thought, well, what's better than a song? And whilst I was finishing the song, I came across a very good friend of mine called Gray. He's in band by my favorite color, Gray. And I said, would you help me to actually do a music video for this? And he listened to the song and he said, yes, I love it. I'll help you out. And I took it to the next level and I contacted some friends of mine that work as cameramen. And we went to shoot some shots in different places and the memorial came out, you know? And so far, I think it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. I'm really, really happy with it. It's a shame that a lot of people really have died of these circumstances. But I mean, within 24 hours, we were able to raise over £1,000 just in 24 hours.
Wow. And
then at the moment, it's just slowed down. Our target is 2,000. But then again, if we don't make it to 2,000, at the moment it's like on 1.2. It could save a life. You know, that money could potentially save someone's life if they got to, you know, to get the support that they needed. And Mind Charity is fantastic because they support you throughout any kind of problems that you can have, and you don't have to pay at all. They're really there. They're extraordinary. Their services are great. You can actually see them in person, come and see you at home. So yeah, I just wanted to do something about it, really.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. All right. Okay, so what year did this fundraiser launch?
Well, maybe a month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Mm-hmm. All right. So moving on. How are you different from other artists?
I don't know. I actually was thinking about that, and I don't know whether I am different or whether we are all different. I want to believe that we are all different in some form of way, and we all have our talent and our great stuff and not so great stuff. But that's what makes music varied and different, and that's what makes it beautiful. Because if we were all the same, you know, then it would be very boring.
Right.
So right. I think I'm different because probably I can adapt to different genres, and I don't mind listening to classic and listening to heavy metal at the same time. But I don't know. I don't consider myself extremely different from other people or extremely similar. It's just like I think we're all different in some form of way.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. Were you recording before you found BandLab?
No, I was not. And you know what? This is a great story because so I play piano by hearing, and I've always done. I got like a stand-up piano downstairs in the living room, and I used to like compose all these songs and listen to my friends recording and mix them up in my head and put them on the piano. And suddenly a very far friend of mine say, "Hey, Julie, I want to record something with you, but I don't know what to do." I'm like, "Okay, well, let's have a look at what we have." And then he said, "Well, I've heard about some BandLab thing." And oh my God, when I found it, it's mind-blowing. Do you know what it is? Like somebody tells you that they're not a mind reader and nobody can read your mind.
Uh-huh.
But to actually put into something tangible what you have had in your mind for so many years and record it and mix it and master it and put everything else, it was just fab. So I've been recording since I found BandLab,
Wow.
and it's been great.
So, what year was it you started recording on BandLab?
It was January this year.
This year. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
yeah, I know. What a trip.
Let me ask you this. So since January you've been on the lab. What has the impact been on BandLab for you? Like how many people?
Impact has?
Yeah, like how the impact towards other people with your music. Like, well, how has that been for you?
It's been great. It's been great because I make my music for me. I don't make my music to impress other people, or for me music is very, how can I say it? It's something very personal. It's how I transmit my energy, or how I'm trying to transmit the energy that I'm trying to portray to other people or to the world around me, but I do it for me. So when other people listen to it and they can feel me through the music, it makes me extremely happy, because it means that I'm doing something right, or so I hope. It's the sound is a powerful energy. It's not just sound. I think that there are many frequencies within sound that can impact yourself in one way or the other, and I'm trying to find my way around that, and so far I think I'm managing to do that. So it's just been fantastic, really.
Awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this: what is it like being able to connect with other artists across the world on BandLab and being able to make music with them?
It's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. I wasn't expecting to find, honestly, like I'm truly speaking with my heart here. I wasn't expecting to find so many talented musicians, producers, singers from anywhere. Like, you could be speaking to someone from New Zealand, America, Spain, France, Germany. It's insane. It's insane. And the fact that we're all connected through music, I find it so beautiful. I mean, I'm still mind blown about it. Like, I've also made, or I want to believe that I've made extremely good friends in the lab. I speak to them nearly on a daily basis. Sometimes we FaceTime each other. And to think that I'm speaking to some random guy in Texas, for example, and he's become a really, really close friend to me. It's also helped my mental health a lot, because, I'm a single mother of two, and I have a very, set routine. It's nearly like the military in my house. And it's just given me like a form of escape, It's been great.
All right, let me ask you this. Since you said that, so you're saying that music is more like therapeutic for you, for yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, because I meet a lot of artists that have the same similarities as you, and that's amazing. So let me ask you this. Let's talk about your pin song, Memorial. Speak about that. Let us know the backstory, how this came upon, and what influenced you to write this song.
So, unfortunately, maybe 2 days before I sang that song, a very good friend of mine that I just saw like 4 days before that passed away, and a number of other people as well. Writing the song was really, really hard, because I was trying to battle myself against thanking people for having been in my life, but also struggling to understand why are they gone, and to understand why they chose to actually end it. Because I've been in different points in my life as well, where I've been in very dark points where I also thought that it was the end for myself, but luckily I got the support, and to actually see that other people didn't make it makes me extremely upset. it was impossible for me to sing the song. To record the song was so hard because I promise you I was in tears. Like my throat was in a knot most of the time. And when I managed to do everything and we went to record, the cameraman that was shooting, the different parts of it, he's like a joke man. He's always joking, but I just couldn't concentrate in his jokes because it's such a touching thing for me. It means a lot to me. It really is a reality. Also, whilst I've been in the lab for the past few months, it's not just being the people that I've lost personally, but so many people came to me saying, a friend of mine has been shot, this guy died, my uncle passed away, my uncle suicided, this, the other, and I, it's a really difficult song, not just for me, but for other people too. What I like about it is that other people actually saw that I didn't do it to put people down. It was, made for a good cause instead. So I think I turn it around a little. But yeah, it is a very difficult song. And I think probably some of the most difficult projects that we do, because they touch us, essentially are the best that we could ever done, So yeah.
Okay. All right. So was this song for the fundraiser you've done?
It was initially it was not for a fundraiser. Initially it was to commemorate all the people that I've lost. And all the people that other people in the lab told me that they lost. But then, because it was really, really sad, and after hearing it, because obviously I sent it to a few people before I thought about releasing it, and they said, I'm in tears. I thought I need to turn it into something better, into something good, because otherwise, it's just going to put people down. And I don't want to... I wanted to make people upset, but I also wanted to do something good behind it. So yeah, that's the story behind it.
Wow. Okay. All right. So man, wow, you got a big response on this song. You got almost 3,000 plays. Man, what is what I'm trying to say? What is the emotion behind this song, like, that got people's attention? Was it because of how you were speaking to a whole wide audience about the subject and the concept, or was it the explain to us a little bit.
So you're asking me how? I can't really tell you why it had that kind of impact on people, but I think I was able to transmit my feelings through the sound that I was portraying in the song. I don't know whether you've listened to it, but
yeah, I heard it. It's amazing.
I think people feel connected. It's a reality. It's a really sad reality, and I think people feel like they can actually tell, or they feel close to whatever the song is saying. It's just about feeling mirrored by the sound and the words in the song, and I think that's why it had an impact. There is so many genres out there, and from hip hop to pop or whatever, and there are certain songs, center hip hop songs, or certain other songs that have more of an impact than others, and I believe that has two reasons. First is the sound and the energy, and then is the lyrics. If you put them together and you are able to create the vibe that you want around it, then it's gonna work. So yeah, I think I was able to do that, and that's why it impacted people.
Amazing. Okay. So let's go to Metallica. Nothing Else Matters. You say you love to remix other songs. Tell us a little bit about that, and what gave you the idea to start doing this? Because I start seeing this a lot.
So I'm in a band that basically does heavy metal stuff, and I usually don't do much heavy metal. because obviously I can't be shouting like a heavy metal person. But one of the musicians there released the instrumental for Metallica, and when I was younger, I used to listen to Lucy Silva's a lot. I really like her. She used to be very big in Spain as well, and she did a version of Metallica that, well, I've played 1,000 times when I was like 16, 17. So I thought I want to do a version of Metallica myself, and I decided to give it a go. And yeah, it's not bad at all. It could be better because, you know, I still had some phone issues when I did it. But yeah.
All right.
That's why I did Metallica.
Amazing. Okay. So I'm going to take it back a little bit with the collaboration with Lord Cynic, Take Control.
Oh, that's a good one. That's really good. So, it's not a collaboration, you know. I released a fork. I was really bored one evening and tired of, like, you know, doing collaborations with beats that people send me, and I said, I'm going to look for a beat myself. So I sort of I was doing some digging in the internet, and I found this beat called Pain. And when I heard it, it was really painful because it was extremely slow, but I liked it. So I uploaded it and I changed the key and I sped it up. And I remembered a while ago I did a collaboration with Maddie Baby, and we did like a sensual over 18 kind of song, and you did really well. So I wanted to do something similar. And I did Take Control, and I released it as a fork.
Okay.
And a lot of people started commenting, oh, I like it, it's the other. And Lord Cynic went straight to it. And he messaged me like 3 hours after, and he said, I've already written it. I'm like, already? You're very quick. Wow. I know, like 3 hours after releasing the song. And so he sent me the project, and it was so good that I said, look, listen, don't release it just on your side. Invite me to the project, and I'll mix it, and then you can, and then we can release it after. And he did, and I think it's really cool. Lord Cynic is such a good, I mean, he's an amazing lyricist. And the 10 Badland Commandments had to make it as a feature song, and I'm really glad that I had to say something about it, because it's dope, it's fantastic.
That's amazing. All right, so for the people that don't know about BandLab, tell them the difference between a fork and a collaboration.
Between a what and a collaboration, sorry?
A fork, which you just did with Lord Cynic, the fork
yeah.
and a collaboration.
Okay, so sometimes you can record part of a track and leave it open so that anybody in the lab can jump on it, no matter who. Or a collaboration is who you choose to collab in that special track without actually making it public,
okay.
You know?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up, because you know we're probably gonna have comments about that, like, you know. But that's just a little revision of BandLab that you can do, and it allows you to do on any songs you want. You can fork any song you want. You should add anybody you want. It's just an amazing app. So thank you for clearing that up. All right. Let's go to All right. I got a perfect question right here. YouTube. You did a song remixing Selena, "Love You to Love Me."
Yeah.
Give us a little.
I did.
Is this one you were talking about? Selena?
No. Yeah. So about the Selena Gomez song, there's a guy, again, in one of my bands that asked me. He said, hey, I really want you to do this one for me, please. And I said, all right. And so I did it. It doesn't have much thought around it, but it meant a little bit more for me because lately I've been having some love issues, and it fitted perfectly at the moment. So I think I sang it very well because of that. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so how can people find your YouTube channel, and what can they expect from it?
They should expect a lot of craziness The only thing they have to do is type my name, if they can spell it. That's another thing.
Go ahead and spell it.
But yeah, it's a long story to spell it. I really don't want to spell it because I spelled it since I can remember, since I'm little. But if you can find me on BandLab anyway, the YouTube link is on the top, as well as the Spotify link.
Yeah.
And my Instagram link. I'm doing a lot of great connections on Instagram lately. I'm really making moves, by the way. And what to expect from my YouTube channel? A lot of craziness, because I thought about starting uploading some form of tutorials to tell, because a lot of people ask me, how do you do this and how do you do that and how do you find a harmony? And yeah, the other day I did a really rudimentary video, like a proper homemade video about how to find harmonies on the piano and how to like play piano from hearing. So yeah, that's what they're gonna find.
All right, sweet. All right, so a lot of knowledge. All right, that's amazing. So let me ask you this: was Memorial one of the songs that inspired you the most, or which one has?
I think yes, Memorial for sure has been one of the songs that has inspired me the most. However, there is another track that I did a while ago with a Spanish rapper that's not so big in, well, she's a featured artist in BandLab, but she hasn't got like a massive following at the moment, but she's really, really big on rap fame. I don't know if you know about rap fame. Her name is Arantxa Baby, and she's Spanish. She's from Murcia. And we decided to do a song called Vida, which means life. And if you could understand it, it's the lyrics are extremely powerful. She's such a talented rapper. She's such a talented lyricist. It's just amazing. Vida talks about the struggles in life and how you have to keep on going regardless, and sail against the storm without looking back and being strong. And it's really, really good. For all the Latin community in BandLab, I'd actually ask you to check it out, because Vida is a great track.
All right. Dope. Okay. So let me ask you this. Do you have any upcoming music videos that the people can expect on your YouTube channel, or are you working on that right now?
I am working on quite a big project at the moment. I actually got to do a collaboration with Timmy Newboy, finally. He heard me. And the reason why I'm doing the collaboration is because I want to promote him outside BandLab, hence my Instagram connections, if you have a look. And I think I'm going to make a music video for it. It's like a summer song, but it has a really like light beat, and it's really vibey. And I've asked a video producer from Iceland to help me out. He's very, very talented as well. And he said yes. So there might be another music video coming. Hopefully when I get paid. And I can pay everybody whatever they deserve,
Exactly. All right. So, so we're getting to the good part right here.
Okay.
Tell us about performing with a band on open live concert, you being the lead singer.
Yeah, so as I said, when I was little, I used to sing on top of a chair, singing Pavarotti, but that changed. That actually changed. Because my parents used to travel a lot across Spain. They were always moving. And everywhere where I used to go and live, I could find some people doing music. So first, I started performing in different towns with a band. Well, actually two. An Australian band and a Spanish band. And we used to set up the stage and sing covers and originals on an open air. And then when I returned to my hometown in Canary Islands, Tenerife, when I was a little older, I started performing in hotels as Celine Dion, which was a lot of fun. We basically did like a whole Celine Dion show, and we had a drum guy and a guitarist and a keyboardist, and it worked really nice because we used to go like to the Christmas performances and parties and this the other. So it was great. It was great. I really like performing live. It completely changes. Like when you have all these people vibing around you, it's really good.
Right. Okay. All right. So so could we find any of your performances online? Like, is there a channel that they could look you up and watch you perform with the band?
I'm afraid no, because I might be older than what you think. And when we used to do the performances, there was nobody recording or posting it on YouTube at the time.
Oh, okay.
So there is nothing about that, no.
Okay.
Not for now.
Right.
But if I do any more in the future, who knows?
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Have you ever been on Instagram Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, like any live streaming platform? Would that be something you'd be interested in performing at?
So I haven't, but it'd be really cool. It'd be really, really cool. I think I'd like to have the right musicians behind me if I were to go live to sort of sing.
Okay.
Because when you listen to some artists that are just singing with a laptop next to them with tunes on, it's not the same.
Right.
Like, it'd be nicer to have an actual band if I were to go live. That would be great.
Okay, that's
in the
amazing.
future.
Okay, all right. So, do you have any future collaborations you are doing right now, or do you have
Yes.
a favorite? Okay, cool.
I have a few actually. Like I have 12 collaborations pending on my inbox at the moment.
Okay.
It's insane. It's really insane. And yeah. So there is a few. There is this one with Timmy Newboy that will be released sometime soon, and there is another one with Lord Cynic. Nobody knows about it. And Maddie Baby. It's called Sweet Dreams. So keep an eye. It's really good. And if I started counting, I can't tell you right now. I've got like maybe 10 projects pending. I have another one with my favorite color gray. I like right now. Oh yeah, sorry. And there is a very important one that I'm going to do that I haven't started. Because the same way that I want to promote Timmy Newboy outside the lab, I really want to promote Miss Cherry for you because she's amazing. I think she's the queen of the lab. I haven't heard anybody else as amazing as her. I did a track with her. It's called Queen. It's half Spanish, half English. We made it to trending one in Latin. And when I worked with her and she showed me what she can do inside the editor, oh my God, she's to die for. So we're going to try and do a Etta James song. Not sure whether you know, Avicii did a remix of the song. It's called I Got a Good Feeling. You know the song?
No, I haven't heard it.
I'm sure you have. It goes, oh, sometimes I got a good feeling.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
That one.
That's
So
dope.
that's the one we're going to do. Yeah, I can't wait for that. So that's on the
Alright.
works at the moment as well.
So, Miss Cherryful, right?
Yeah, Miss Cherry for ya.
Shout out to you, okay? Okay, so, let me ask you this. What is the best advice you can give the youth?
Oh, I have it written down for you. Right.
Sweet.
Very
Let's go.
important that it's really, really important that you stay away from drugs to start. That's really important. Stay away from drugs, people, because they're not going to help you. I'd say speak to who you need to speak to. If you're feeling down, there's a lot of people that think that, oh no, I'm going to keep everything to myself because otherwise I'm seen as weak or this the other. No, you need to speak up. If you need to speak up, then speak. Believe as well that you can achieve whatever you put your mind into. You know, you are the only one who sets your own boundaries. And I'd say, even though it's hard, listen to your elderly, to your parents, to your grandparents, and to people around you, because they have been through everything that you have been through and more. And kids don't listen about that. Like, they don't care. My kids don't care about that. I always tell them, listen to your mother because she's done that and more. You know?
Right.
You don't know what I've been through. So yeah, listen to your elderly guys. Important.
Okay. All right, next question. Who is your music targeted towards?
Towards everybody, really. Like, whoever likes it. I don't have a specific public, like, you know, because I touch so many genres that whoever vibes with it, then fantastic, great. It's not actually made to be heard by rappers or people that like Fondo or this the other. Whoever likes it, then fine. I don't really target my music to people because I do it for myself.
Okay. So you're gonna continue to making yourself diverse, right? Like doing these other genres will make you diversity, right? Or versity.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, either or. But I'm just saying, what you're doing, ain't a lot of people can do, and you're doing it in Spanish. You're not just doing it in English. So you know, it's just really amazing to see how you're getting your music everywhere. Okay, so favorite quote or favorite lyrics ever wrote in a song?
So it translates as life keeps going round in circles and you can't stop it. Sail against the storm and never look back. Those are my favorite lyrics.
Okay.
Seriously.
What
and
are
that's
your
from the track Vida as well.
Okay. Vida, okay. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
What are your music guilty pleasures?
Yeah, so I thought about that question, and the only thing that I can answer is basically stay up for hours and hours and hours doing a specific song, even though, like, it's crazy when you start mixing and when you start doing things. You think it's been 5 minutes and it's been 5 hours, and you've forgotten to eat, you know? So it's so crazy, like, time goes so quick. So my music guilty pleasure would be to actually focus so much on a song that you lose track of time and sleep and eating, and you don't remember. At the end, you end up kind of hating the song, you know, because you've heard it so many times.
Right.
But yeah, that's my guilty pleasure for now.
All right. Okay, so we already touched over that. Let me see. All right, so let me ask you this: do you network a lot with your music? Do you like share your links with a lot of people and ask them for their opinion?
So when I started in the lab, I used to be in a lot of bands.
Okay.
And that didn't really work out for me because of a number of reasons. Some of the bands, and there still are as well, are just for promotion. I really don't like, and I'm not interested in marketing my music.
Okay.
Not because I don't believe in it, but because I think that if somebody's interested in listening to me, then that's great, you know?
But you're not going to force it down their throat, right?
No. Like, you know, commandment number 7, don't post your song in the comments. Like, no.
Okay.
No way. But I'm more interested in connecting artists with the right individuals for now. And actually promoting other artists instead of me. And if that allows my music to be heard, then that's perfect. If not, no.
Right.
That's fine.
That's amazing. All right. So, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
If I wanted to do a what, sorry?
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing? Like, if you never found Band Lab, what would you be doing right now?
I would probably be playing my piano downstairs and reading psychology books. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's probably it.
Okay, so what are your goals in 2021? What do you got going on this year?
So hopefully this year I might find a new job. That's my role, and I'd like to to find a job that connects both of my passions, which is music and sales. And I'm in conversations with some big companies at the moment to see how it goes. So that's one of the goals for 2021. And I don't want to put myself a lot of goals, because then I get ahead of myself and I put a lot of pressure on me. So one at a time. I'm going to get a new job to start with. SKN.
What is the best advice you have been given?
The best advice I've been given is because I lack of patience. So they said, be patient, do not get ahead of yourself, and listen. Because I talk a lot. Sometimes I talk too much. So basically to shut up and listen sometimes. That's the best advice I've been given.
Okay. All right. What would you say to any upcoming band or artist in your area?
This is a very interesting question, you know. I'd say for them to connect with the right people and don't just like look for a large following fan base, to choose quality over quantity. Because a lot of accounts that you come across, not just in Bandla but in other social media accounts, they sort of wow you at the beginning, and then when you look into it properly, you realize that most of the following base is not what it looked like. You get where I'm coming from? So I'd say to choose your connections wisely, to connect correctly and efficiently, and to choose quality over quantity.
Okay. All right. So, what would you say to any? Oh no, we already went over that one. Is there any question that I haven't asked that you want to touch on right now?
No.
Did I cover everything?
Kind of, I think. Yeah, you've covered pretty much everything. Yeah, you've killed it, man.
All right, man. Thank you
Good
so
job.
much. All right, so I got a few more questions for you, and we'll wrap it up. And then, yeah. All right, so how will your music evolve from here?
We'll have to see about that. We don't know. We really don't know, because every day it's a new day and it brings new stuff. So we really don't know. As I said, I'm talking to a few important people, and if it's not my own music, I might be able to work with other people's music and promote them. So we shall see about that. That's you don't know what the future can hold.
All right, you got any special shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to shout out a lot of people, actually. I have to shout out a lot of people. I want to shout out Isaac. I love you, man, so much. You're the best. I want to shout out Gray and Yodagi for being absolutely awesome. Mr. Kesta for being extremely professional. Milky Fun for doing all the radio promos. And God, that girl worked so hard for Bandlab. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. Milky Fun is great. Maddie Baby for always being there. There's so many people, you know. Miss Cherry for you to be there always and being awesome. Lord Cynic for, you know, always bigging me up for no reason. It's like, oh, you're so great, and I'm like, shut up, you're the greatest. He's so soft, you know, the Lord Cynic. It's so funny because you hear him rapping and then he's such a softie. It's like, oh.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really, really grateful for everybody that I've come across so far. I wouldn't be able to put everyone on a list right now, but yeah, those are probably my top people to go to.
All right, you got any final words you want to tell the audience?
I would say, you know, keep tuned. You'll see what's coming. I'm not gonna say everything because it's a surprise. And thank you very much for believing in me and supporting me, especially through the fundraiser, which is actually still ongoing. Hopefully we'll be able to reach target at some point. And yeah, I'm just really, really grateful. And thank you as well for having me on your show. Because I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard you, and people started talking about you, letting us know how great you were, and I started hearing songs with other people, and I was like, wow, this woman has talent, you know. So man, I had to make the connection and hit you up and ask you if you want to do an interview, and that's where we're at right now. I appreciate it, and go ahead and plug in all your social media outlets and let everyone know where they can stream your music at.
Yeah, no, I really applaud you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much for having me here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So go ahead and plug in your social media outlets like your Instagram, Facebook, BandLab, and plug in. Let them know where they can find your music at. You know.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to do it on Skype or anywhere else?
Yeah, just go ahead. You can just let them know your where people can find you. I'll have the links in the description down below. But yeah.
If you in regards to the links, it's gonna be hard for me to actually plug them in because I'm using my phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy the link to my BandLab profile now, and the rest of the profiles are actually there. So they just have to click on the rest. Hold on, let's see. So this is my BandLab profile is there. I just sent you.
Okay. Awesome.
And then, well, within the BandLab profile, you have a website that takes you onto the link tree. In fact, let me give you the link tree. That's easier. Everything is there, actually. You can find me on any platform, on Spotify, on BandLab, on Instagram, on YouTube, and I've lost track now because I don't know where I am. There's so many places, man. Some people are telling me, oh, you have to start a TikTok and you have to start a Twitter. I'm like, man, I have already enough. This is too much. There you go. You can find all my social media platforms on the link tree that I've sent you now.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. It was an honor to have you on this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to go stream her music. And if you like this interview, make sure you comment, leave a like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Strictly for the Music Podcast, and we're gone.